welcome back to Seasoned on Purpose. We're winding down this Valentine's Day celebration of love and happiness and getting together. This is a time of celebration and love, particularly during this COVID season when we need some happiness. And so here we are doing cheesecake. As a matter of fact, we are going to be making some mini cheesecake cupcakes. We have all the ingredients that we need right here. Another super easy but fun dish. Most time that you'll need to spend with this is just cooling it off so that you can add toppings or whatever you want to it. So we're ready, we're getting right to it, so let's come on and get it done. Okay, so the first thing that we'll need, graham cracker crumbs, and you'll need about 1.5 cups of this. So I'm just gonna pour this into the mixer. It's about 1.5 cups. This is softened, it's been out for a while, or melted butter. This is a 1/2 stick or 1/4 cup of butter. So it's the result of mixing the butter and the graham cracker crust together. See, it feels like mud. Sand, wet sand even, which is exactly how it's supposed to feel because you want to be able to pack it into your cupcake paper. You want to be able to pack it in, and so that's why you do that. So I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to go ahead and begin to pack it in, and I love how it feels when we're doing that. You just pack it in. Now you can take it out of the little cubby right there and begin to pack it in if you'd like, or you can just leave it right there and then pack it in from there. Either way, it doesn't matter. Now, some of the recipes call for the graham cracker crumbs to be right at the bottom, right? Just barely touching the bottom of this wrapper. So it really is up to you. Oh, another thing. Also, some other recipes call to add sugar in the graham cracker crust. Well, I figure we're gonna have plenty of sugar in the cheesecake recipe, cooking the cheesecake. We're gonna have plenty of that. The graham crackers are already, the crumbs are already sweet as it is. So again, it really is up to you. If you wanted to add some sugar, about 2 tablespoons of sugar to give it that extra sweet taste. While you're doing this, or actually before you get started, preheat your oven to 325. Once you finish lining up the cupcake sheets, then you put this in the oven for about 15 minutes at 325 so that the butter can cook a little bit with the graham cracker, because if not, what you'll have is a little gummy taste. It'll taste a little gummy, which means that the crust isn't 100% done. Now, in another one of my videos that I made when I was making the golden brown sweet potato pie, and I was telling you about my crust and how I don't really cook the crust before I make the sweet potato pie. That's because I love the taste. Halfway cooked dough. I haven't decided. I'll probably put it in the oven. Now I am just about done here. I'm gonna just take another look, but I've really packed these in. And don't worry about things that you have left over. See, we have plenty left over, which means you're not gonna use all of your cheesecake batter for this. I have another one of these, but I'm not gonna use it because it's just my audience of 1 and I, and we're not gonna eat all of this. But what I am gonna do though, is most likely put in an extra one in a larger pan, and then give that to one of my family members and say Happy Valentine's Day. So even if you have some left over, it's fine because we share, don't we? It's Valentine's Day, of course we share. It's a time of love and sharing and coming together and feeling love. And so you want to make someone else feel loved besides yourself. These are ready to go. I'm going to put these in the oven for about 10-15 minutes and just let the butter and the graham cracker really cook together. and get a little crunchy, not a whole lot. We'll be back. We're gonna start making the cream cheese. Stay right there. Now to the main part of our dish. We are going to start making our cream cheese filling. Now let me tell you what this is. You can either use 1.5 cups of plain Greek yogurt or 1.5 cups of sour cream. This just happens to be 1.5 cups of vanilla Greek yogurt. Now, I don't know if my audience of one is going to be able to tell the difference, but to be quite honest, I didn't have any plain Greek yogurt and I didn't have any sour cream in the house, and I didn't get to go to the store, so this is what we're going to have. So we're going to see what it tastes like. So we're going to add that. This is either 1 tablespoon of lemon or lemon juice or 1 freshly squeezed lemon. And this happens to be freshly squeezed lemon. Now, because I have vanilla Greek yogurt in here, I'm whispering. This is a teaspoon of almond. No need to overdo it. And this is just a pinch of salt. Salt has a tendency to bring out all of the other flavors that you have in your mixture, as long as you don't overdo it. And this really is a pinch, that's it. And 2 eggs. And always remember, when you're adding eggs to anything that you're mixing, always mix it in a separate bowl so that you won't have your eggshells anywhere. And this is our main event. Here are 2 8-ounce packages of room temperature. If you don't have it room temperature, put it in a microwavable bowl and just melt it until it becomes soft enough that it could go right here in the mixture. I'm just going to use one at a time. So we're going to go ahead and mix. One cup of sugar. Anytime you're putting eggs in a dish that you're mixing together, you always want to slow it down so it doesn't splash all over the place. So once I get the egg mixed in really well, then I'll turn it up again. But right now, these are our 2 eggs. Dash of salt, teaspoon of almond, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or 1 freshly squeezed lemon. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my 1.5 cups of yogurt. We all know what kind. Now that I've added all of my ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and turn it up like that and let it mix together. I'm just going to scrape the edges here. So I've gotten all of the bottom part. I'm going to give it one more go, and then we can start filling. Here's my graham cracker crust that I baked a little bit. It feels fine. I can tell that it hardened up a little bit, but not a whole lot, which is perfect, just where I want it to be. So now we're going to start spooning in our cheesecake mixture. And if you have a cookie spoon, use that. If you don't worry about it. Just a spoon will do as well. Just go ahead and let that fall in there until all of it is full. Okay guys, we're about to put these in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. And you should have a little shimmy. They should shimmy a little bit when they're almost done, and just take them out the oven. After they've cooled off for about 20-25 minutes, we're going to take them out of the paper, take them out of this pan, let them cool off on this rack right here, and after that, then we decorate. Okay, see you in a minute. Don't go anywhere.